Settle in for a night at the theater. The stage is set, the broader script's written, but your choices shape how other characters react to you. You can lose friends, respect, and the moral high ground. You're the star, playing our three main characters. Blogger Romana T, print reporter Jack Bellin, and detective Casey Gaddis. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prologue Theater welcomes you to this production. Please, no videos or flash photography. Enjoy the show. Another beautiful Florida sunset, tainted by a dangling corpse. The local Cypress Knee elections and Founders Day Festival don't rate the same attention as a dead Hollywood star. Tag Kern, found dead by the janitor at Chief Roadside's Wonderland. It's a horrible job.
Shit, not again.
Meanwhile, on I-95, Romana T, stuck in traffic, dodging her editor, hunting for a last chance.
Not much else to do while the traffic crawls.
So young and soon to be so unemployed.
Cypress Knee's not far. This story could save my ass with Lenny.
The traffic doesn't seem to be in any hurry to break gridlock.
I didn't think it would take him so long to call. Not now. Lenny can go screw himself.
Better known as Phaedra. Top blogger at FanRage for the past 3 years. And you're only 20.
Not bad on the Kardashian fame scale.
On the Homeland Security scale, I'm pewter.
You've been in the thick of the current story.
I always wanted to be a surfboard waxer in Madagascar, but my complexion's better for blogging.
Good gig.
Couldn't stab a frog with it.
We've got some questions.
Not a lot of people left to give answers.
That's on you.
I had help.
Why'd you get sacked?
I hacked a competing blog, made them look bad. They traced it back to me.
Your editor must have been furious.
It's done. Can't undo it.
So, that's what it takes to lose a job you can do in pajamas.
Let's start from the top. You were in traffic outside Jacksonville 2 days ago when you...
Romana, bet you didn't know a Tyburn gallows could hang 24 people at once. Tad Kern killed himself, they said. But that wasn't even the real story. Tad Kern picked a perfect time to die. I'd thank him for what, though? A distraction at some dusty old roadside relic? The internet says this place used to be a campsite for a lost clan of Irish travelers back in the 19th century. Give me a chance to do my job, can he? Still, just delaying the inevitable. Not interested. No blog access, no story, no choice.
So you don't just answer for the highest bidder. That's great news.
I couldn't find footage of a dog with a walrus.
Might come as a surprise to you, but
Won't happen again.
You screwed up before, but never anything of this magnitude.
Go big or go home, yeah?
You're on your ninth life, kitty. Tell me, how you plan to justify your phony baloney job now?
I'm at ground zero for the death of Tad Kern.
Get something online soon. Make it good. And no more mistakes.
Close-up of a cat with glowing red eyes. Soon.
Don't support the tyranny of institutional racism. Chief Roadsides is a culturally insensitive relic.
It's tacky, sure, but it's mostly harmless.
How can you say it's harmless? It depicts Native Americans with demeaning stereotypes.
It doesn't affect me, really.
You just don't get it.
I'm here about Tad Kern, anyway.
Oh, right. You're that blogger, Phaedra. I read your stuff. Am I the only person in this country who didn't hate Meacham?
What's with the fancy motor coach?
Those folks are with the Church of Us. You know, the weists. Kern was one of them.
Maybe they can tell me more.
Maybe. Or maybe they'll try to brainwash you into joining their crazy cult.
I'm not worried about that. Never been much of a joiner.
You're a prismatic, at the very least.
Who asked you?
Really, I was talking about your eyes.
Slow down, Pops. That's a big 404 interest not found error.
I'd be fascinated to see how you fare on the opto-levels test.
And up to who?
The test measures your status within the Church of Us. The lowest possible level is primordial.
Gotcha.
Will you take the test? It's a one-time offer, I'm afraid.
Sure. Let's get on with it. Is that a color or some kind of granola? If it was a fever, I'd be dying. Cleans the sad away. Most certainly. Yes, absolutely. Make a name for myself.
Not bad for a first-timer. I think the boss expected more from you, though. He'll catch up with you later to talk about Kern.
I'm not trying to impress that guy.
Later, Phaedra.
All right, time to chat with the man who found Kern dangling from that tower.
Remy bet you didn't know. You can't put a convenience store close to a supermarket in Indonesia.
That's good to know.
Remy always happy to help.
We'll talk again.
Okay, but man, Remy's shocked you bit Woodstepp's propaganda hook, line, and sinker. Loser didn't hate this place so much when Rutledge Silloway paid his bills.
I watched Apollo 11 launch from that tower back when I was your age.
That rocket must have been really small.
You should have seen the guys inside.
Can you confirm that the man hanging from the tower tonight was Tad Kern?
Sure looked like him. Had a wallet with his driver's license inside, too.
How'd that DMV picture look? Mine adds 20 years and a healthy dose of meth.
Didn't give it much more than a glimpse, but you know, he looked a lot taller in the movies. Shrimpy dude.
Was Kern alone?
Nope, he was here with some folks from the Red Eclipse movie studio. Location filming, I think.
Did you notice anything strange before Kern died?
Not really. Saw him leaving Hungry Chiefs after an early dinner. Is that weird?
Any idea why Kern killed himself?
Have you seen his leg?
Did Kern scream at the last second?
That's a morbid question. But no, he didn't scream. Not that I heard.
Are the Red Eclipse folks still here?
No, I think so. Last I saw, they were hanging out at Hungry Chiefs.
How's the food?
Depends. How much do you love hugging a toilet?
Those people should count their blessings and their calories. Better get what I can to the blog before Lenny pops an aneurysm.
If you are here, Miss Teague, I guess it's safe to assume you're not hacking the studio blog for a change.
I've still got my smartphone. Dangerous to underestimate me.
It's good to have skills to fall back on. But look, you do right by us this time, maybe we can help you.
Your website's still optimized for Netscape, isn't it? The spinny flaming skulls are a nice touch.
I've always been curious, Miss T. Why'd you pick Phaedra as your screen name?
I thought it had a nice ring to it.
I see. Good to know.
Did Kern eat everything on his plate? Did he order dessert?
Weird question. He didn't have much of an appetite. Little dude, little hungry. Anyway, I was curious about something. Found a way back to the screen with a homemade noose. Don't you think that was a little harsh?
Good talk. Sometimes I think ZTM gave you a raw deal when they called you Hollywood's emptiest suit.
I can't believe this is happening.
What's it like, being with a guy who's so tiny? Does he keep falling off? Did that make him sad?
We weren't physical. Not lately. He said he wanted some space to maximize his opto levels.
Why'd Kern want to kill himself?
That's the thing. He wasn't depressed or anything. He really liked where the new
Yes?
Do you actually think before you post that trash?
Time to polish up your dating profile, right?
Remy bet you didn't know all Spanish moss comes from one ancient dude's beard. He chased a girl up a tree.
That's either one big beard or one big dude. No wonder she ran away.
He probably tripped on her trying to catch her. Old Remy would have used a good trank pistol to slow her down.
You saw Kern before he died, didn't you?
Sure did. Served him a Scout Burger special. Fresh meat and everything. He ate like a hungry raccoon.
Did Kern seem upset? Depressed?
Remy might have made him a little mad. Told him how awful Meacham was.
Does the menu offer a vegan option?
No, man. Just meat.
I like meat chunks in my yogurt.
Tasty. Oh, by the way, Remy heard Cordray talking about you. He wanted a word.
It's such a tragedy. What happened to your mother? She deserved better.
I want information about Tad Kern. Leave her out of this.
I can tell you that he held the ranking of Dark Matter, a rarity among those in the Church of Us.
How big is the Church of Us?
We've got 6 million members worldwide at last count. I am pleased, at the very least, that you show some aptitude for the ways of the Church.
What's the next step?
If you want to join the Church, you'll need to fill out an application and provide...
What if I don't believe in credit cards?
The Church is willing to accept cash contributions.
How about loose change and old socks?
That would be a lot of socks.
Better stock up on Argyles. Mixed opinions about Kern's death, obviously. Miller, the movie director, claimed Kern was depressed. Tina Gray thought Kern seemed happy. Remy seemed mostly neutral, except when it came to Meacham. Miller didn't think Kern had an appetite, but Remy described a pretty big last meal. And what's the deal with creepy Gordon Cordray? Might have to call her about him. Surprise! First call home in a couple of years.
Tell us about this source of yours, the one who calls himself Anonymous.
He texted me out of the blue. I know you find people better than I know Anonymous.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused?
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Earlier, at Trail's End in Cypress Knee, another death investigation.
Normally, I'd never bring Reggie to a scene with a dead body. It's my night with him, though, and I'm a reporter. This is my job. Just hope the ex-wife doesn't get wind of it. I also hope it doesn't scar him.
Is that man really dead, Daddy?
Don't touch anything. Wait here while I talk to Ozzy.
Okay, but then ice cream. You promised.
Evening, Jack.
Hey, Ozzy, tell me the news.
Mr. Swayhill here tried to bore a hole in his engine block with a .22 caliber pistol. Ricochet, right through the left eye.
Guess that idea was a non-starter.
Hey, hang on to that day job a little while longer, Jack.
Anything else?
About Swayhill, no. But I was curious. What brought you back to Cypress Knee? I figured you'd be on to much bigger things.
Not like you went anywhere, ever.
Hang on a second there, Jack. Sounds like we got another guy at Cheap Roadsides. Someone...
Jackson Lawrence Bellet, you brought our son to a crime scene?
Enjoying your new car, Tamara?
Yes, and you helped pay for it.
Doesn't leave much for me, Tamara. I need my fun money.
Irresponsible, lazy journalist, addict. You're not really fit to be a father, Jack.
Nobody's perfect, Tam. I do my best.
The judge always loves to hear that one.
Sure, Tam. Let's go see the judge. I'm sure we can find plenty to talk about on both sides.
Whatever, Jack. You've turned into such a disappointment.
Speaking of Reggie, I've got to check out this other dead body.
It's your night with him. I've got clients here looking at mobile home rental options.
I'm sure they won't mind Reggie tagging along.
Fine. You'll owe me.
That never changes. Chief Roadside's Wonderland suffers from a double-edged fact. It is and isn't what it used to be. The Silloway family built this place in the 1960s. Back then, white folks really didn't think twice about whether they offended other cultures. Now, the Wonderland's an appalling relic. Most motorists zoom right by, never giving a second look. Of course, all it takes is one suicidal Hollywood has-been to wake up this tacky little tourist trap.